where a woman in the process of getting a divorce was tracked down by her estranged husband, who then shot her and her date here in this parking lot. Social media influencer and fitness coach Gloria Zamora inspired busy women to get and stay fit. But behind the strength she exhibited on camera, her personal life was taking a hit. Zamora spoke out about her pending divorce to her thousands of followers just last week on the Horizon podcast.
Instead of you being supportive, you're over here trying to just bring me down.
On Saturday night, the 40-year-old alongside 43-year-old Hector Garduno was shot and killed outside a Fontana sushi restaurant. The shooting caught the attention of several off-duty law enforcement officers in the area who responded to the sound of gunfire, including an off-duty San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputy.
Apparently he was driving on the street outside of the shopping center and heard the gunshots and saw what had happened, made a U-turn at the light and got out of his vehicle to confront the suspect.
Lizarraga was shot and killed during the confrontation.
Wow, so I definitely have a lot to say about this situation, but first and foremost, my condolences to the families affected by the loss of life. I think 3 people, they said. It was the 2 people, the woman getting divorced, the person she was on a date with, and then I think the police officer that showed up also had some type of injuries or lost his life. So, that's definitely a sad situation. But as far as the main situation, we have the 40-year-old fitness influencer. She definitely looks very good for her age, right, to be 40 years old. You can tell she's had some work done, but her husband, or soon to be ex-husband, they said she announced her divorce on her podcast. So I'm assuming she has some sort of podcast. And this is the key part of this situation right here, right? Instead of you being supportive, you're just over here trying to just bring me down. Now, when I see this, I think the obvious situation that went on was her being an influencer. Her career starts going up. Her husband sees all the extra attention she's getting. She's got work done on her body. The cheeks are definitely cheeking. And she definitely uses that asset in her videos to promote her content, right? That's definitely something she does. And her husband, not being able to take all the extra attention her jiggles are getting on the internet, he ended up crashing out, man. He ended up crashing out after she announced it to the world, right? It probably was something they was keeping behind closed doors. They're having problems. Maybe he's thinking that he still has a chance. But once a woman puts it out, starts telling everybody, it's really over. She's really done. So she ended up going on a date with another guy. And I guess he ends up stalking her, trying to figure out where she's at. He pulls up. And he ends up, letting that thing go, unfortunately, right? This is just one of those situations, definitely a very modern situation, something that we're probably going to see a lot more of when it comes to these girls getting on the internet, seeing the fame, the attention, the money that's coming in from it, and understanding I can use my body to do this, right? I can use my body to do this, make my content go up. On the other side of it, it's like the some of the attention that you get from that is, guys lusting after her, and I don't know if she was entertaining any of that stuff or not. Some women do, some women choose not to, but obviously the husband felt bothered by it, and a lot of people will call that insecure. I just say it's more so natural for a man. If you really like a woman, you're gonna be somewhat territorial about that woman, right? You're gonna want her to be for you, only you, and all of that good stuff. So I don't think that necessarily in itself is wrong. Now, you shouldn't be crashing out and doing what he did in this situation. As men, we got to have the abundance mindset to where if a woman is doing something that we don't like, we're not supposed to try to control her. We're not supposed to try to change her. We want volunteers, not victims. We want women that are gonna do what we want them to do with little to no pushback. You know, we don't want to be trying to like make women act a certain type of way. We want a woman that's already acting the way that we like, that we want from a woman. And if anytime a woman decides she wants to change her behavior, that's cool, but understand that you will be out the door immediately, right? You're not gonna be trying to chase her, trying to change her, trying to accept something that you don't like from her. It's plenty of women out here. We got to have the abundance mindset when it comes to us as men. So I definitely think he should not have done what he did in this situation, but we can see a lot of men mentally aren't strong enough to say like, yo, if I could get this, then I can go get something else just as good as this. I'm sure he had to be doing something in his life, or maybe he wasn't, and that's why she ended up leaving. But a lot of times as a man, if you're not on your purpose and got your own stuff going on, then yeah, it's gonna be hard for a woman to actually like follow behind that, right? And maybe the attention she was getting from the internet was, you know, she could just be an unruly woman. You know, I always like to say, when a woman has surgery, yes, it's nice to look at, it's, you know, nice to play with sometimes, you know, but I see them as recreational use only. I wouldn't marry a woman that has surgery, or, you know, if I'm already married to her and she decides to go do that, then I know it's unless I told her to, unless I said that that's what I like, then she's doing it for ulterior motives. Like it's something else pushing her to do that. And you know, maybe it's just the financial gain because you're not making enough or whatever for whatever reason. But to me, surgery that's not like 100% necessary, like maybe like a breast reduction or like some skin grafts, any type of plastic surgery that's not like, you know, it's really actually there to improve your quality of life, because well, I guess they'll say this improves their quality of life, but y'all get what I'm saying. I think it's some type of, you know, body dysmorphia or some type of mental illness really going on up there when people choose to do that to their body. But you know, he should have just accepted it and let her go mess up the next guy's life, because at the end of the day, it's not worth throwing your life away and ending somebody else's life just because they don't want to do what you want them to do. Man, you got to let these women make their own choices and judge them based off their choices. F what they say, judge them based off the actions that they're showing you. Yeah, man, but like I said, just a sad situation. Dude really crashed out. He didn't even need to crash out, but a lot of guys get that one itis. They feel like they found the one and that was the only one for them. They ain't never gonna find nothing better, and that's just never the position you really want to be in as a man. As a man, like I said, abundance mindset. We know it's plenty of them out here. We don't need to be crashing out over these women. But that's all I got for this one, man. Let me know what y'all think about this situation down in the comments below. As always, love y'all. I'm out.